Hi, David again from concertblogger.com. Today I get the great privilege of sitting down with a couple of guys from Indian Lakes. Hi, how are you today?
Good.
So we have Joey and Justin, and why don't you tell me a little bit about your band and a little bit about who you are?
We are an indie rock band from California, and we're on tour.
Okay, that's a little bit. Great. All right, you can follow direction. That's great. So you guys are originally from California. You grew up. I read a story that Joey, you grew up without electricity for a long time during your childhood, and that's how you got started in a musical vein and making music. Was because that's what you had time for.
Yeah. No power. New Yosemite National Park. My parents had 40 acres of land, and so...
Was it like a farm, or...?
They have sheep and chickens, and... Yeah,
I'd say most people would say it's a farm.
Yeah, most people call it a farm. It didn't really feel like a farm. But it just felt like animals to feed. But, so pretty much I just read and played music a lot, so...
Okay, so how did this formation of the band? I know you started out on a solo thing, but how did the band all come together?
Well, it wasn't really so much of a solo thing. It was just kind of I just started writing and recording, and put it up. It was the same basically, but then when it came to live shows, I just had to find. I didn't have anybody. I didn't even know I was going to play shows or anything like that, so I grew up with these guys, so...
It's just natural that you... Hey, I need somebody to play, you play. You're my friend, and you play, and hey, let's go.
It's kind of like Justin just came over, and we were just hanging out.
And of the show, and then I played it, and then I just kept playing more shows. Just still playing.
And now you're still playing more shows, and now things are going in places that I don't think you ever really thought when you started doing this. So, because of that, what's the songwriting process like? Do you write most of the songs, or and everyone kind of fills in their own?
A little bit.
Parts?
It kind of depends. I still do most things. I think I'm sort of 100% invested, and everyone kind of lives their lives however they want, and there's just not really any pressure on anything. It's kind of been different every time in a little bit, but for the most part it's more of a singer-songwriter kind of situation, and then the guys will be there, and if they have anything to add, it's cool, or if they say something is bad.
Yeah, you definitely have to have input, yeah.
Yeah, so
We just feel...
Okay.
Yeah, just vibe it.
Combine your thing. So, no, this is actually going to be your fourth release that's going to be coming out. You had a bunch of self-released albums, 3 self-released albums.
Two.
2 albums and an EP.
Like
2 and an EP.
Is the EP...
The acoustic EP?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
You got so much out there, you can't even keep track. That's awesome.
Well, you don't think about this stuff when nobody's like in charge of anything. I'm just doing it.
It's just doing it. It's you're living your life and you're releasing where you are at that point. So saying that, you just had last year's Able Bodies LP that came out and really kind of made a huge splash amongst people who know, I think, and you get a lot of the spotlight about it, and named to a bunch of different top lists and such. Now you've decided that this is the time to go to a label. Before this, you've done it all yourself. Why do you want to go to a label now? Do you think that it's just that next progressive step, that they've been there, they know what to do, they know that the pressure isn't so much on you, or what is the reasoning behind it, I guess?
I guess so. I mean, we almost put Able Bodies out on the label, but it didn't quite work out. Like, everything didn't really work out the way that we thought it was going to, and then So we just put it out ourselves, and then after we put it out, then we started talking to the label again.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of the offers we got for whatever the next album is going to be were a lot of labels that had actually come back from wanting to release Able Bodies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think a lot of labels assumed that when we said that we didn't like the deals they were offering, I think in this industry it usually means a band is just saying that to probably take another offer from someone else, or it's just a lot of weird things that go on like that. And so when we just released it ourselves, we had a lot of label people that were like, oh, you guys actually meant you were just going to do that. And so
Oh, you really meant it.
Yeah.
There's so much doublespeak, I think, in the
Right.
music industry now, that when you actually tell the truth, you're not taken as that's the truth, because there's so many people speaking out of both sides of their mouth.
Yeah.
And I think it's really refreshing to see a band. I actually feel very lucky that I get to meet you guys and talk to you now, because I feel like in the not too distant future, when this new album comes out, it's going to be a lot more difficult to sit down with you guys. You're going to be a lot busier, and you're going to have a lot of people looking for your time. So thank you for that again. I appreciate that.
Thanks. Well,
And
reserve a spot for you.
all right, I was there before. Okay, let's see. We got so basically you've prior to this have been everything is you've done yourself, all the tours, all the booking of the dates and stuff. As a band, you've done it yourselves, or has it basically been you, or how has that worked out up until this point?
When we first started, we didn't have like a manager or a booking agent at all.
Justin was booking all of our first
tour
stuff.
we just kind of booked it ourselves. Like,
Yeah,
just kind of
okay.
do it together, you know. And then eventually we got a manager, and then after that we got a booking agent.
Yeah, booking agent I think is the most. I think a booking agent, a lot of bands don't realize, is I think it's more difficult than getting a good record deal or getting a record deal, I guess. It seems like even our friends that are on record labels and have a lot of help from everybody aren't happy with whatever they're booking, whoever's booking for them, or they can't get anyone to be their booking agent. It just seems like booking agents are actually pickier than labels.
More, yeah, because it's like he's in
shows.
charge of your day-to-day life, basically, for a
Right.
long stretch of time.
Yeah.
Where, if he's saying that you have to drive 12 hours overnight,
Right.
and then play a show at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like,
Yeah, totally.
if they don't have those logistics right, and they don't know all those little things that go into it,
Yeah.
then it really, I can see where it would really be a problem.
And luckily our guy is like a good friend, so he
Yeah.
puts us on a 12-hour drive, we can just be like, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning where you are. That's too bad.
Yeah. I think he's told us he's our #1 fan. Like, he's told us several times. Don't ever forget it.
That's good. That's good. You know what? That's exactly what you need. You need. I think it's so much different now in the music industry, and that you do need to surround yourself. I guess you always did need to surround yourself with good people, but now you really need to surround yourself with good creative people, because they're the ones that are doing a lot of the things that maybe 20 years ago a label would pay somebody to do.
Right. And we've noticed it works out a lot better if people are fans first, and then business partners later. Exactly. And you know what? It's great that you use that exact terminology, business partners. Not, oh, you work for me. Right.
It's your business partners, because you're friends and you're fans, and that's awesome. That's really great.
Everyone's like happy and still like a big family.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's actually the next thing I was going to ask is what's road life like, and how do you guys get along? I mean, all of a sudden it's a bunch of people in a small confined space for long periods of time, and is that working out all right for you? I know your first national tour was just this spring.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I think our first one was in 2011.
Okay.
But
2011.
yeah.
I think you're thinking of our first headlining.
Headlining.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's hard for us to keep track of.
Yeah.
You didn't even know you had the acoustic EP.
What was the question?
What's road life like?
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty good. Like I said, we grew up together, and it's pretty. I think the only time any of us are don't think we ever have like big disagreements with each other. I mean, everybody does, but
of course.
I don't think we have.
We don't like fight and yell at each other.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's never been anything like that. I think that everybody in the band really likes quiet and peace, and if that's, I think everybody just gets uncomfortable if there's like something that's
hanging in the air or something.
As long as
So
everyone,
there you go. So everyone just goes for making sure that there's peace all the time.
as long as there's quiet for a little bit, then we're good.
Awesome, awesome. So, do you feel like, I know Able Bodies made this huge splash. Do you feel a pressure to build on that success at all? Do you feel like it's pressure, or do you just feel like it's the next logical step, that this is the next album, and you know, this is what the next logical thing to do is?
I think I felt a great deal of pressure a few months ago, but I'm okay now.
Yeah. Now that the music part is like done, it's a lot less pressure.
Yeah, it was just hard to even imagine writing another album after the last album, which I think is just what any artist, that just happens to everybody maybe. I don't know how to explain it, but you just write a song, and if you really like it, it's hard to imagine writing like that day. It's like, man, I can't even imagine writing another song after this one. Like, I'm tapped. And then you write like 12 more, and then like 17. Or, yeah. And then once other people have to hear it, you wonder if any of it's good and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of pressure, and then there's also the label and new things. But with the way everybody's reacted to the first song we released,
Sleeping Limbs.
I actually feel completely fine. I didn't think people would like it that much, and they like.
Really?
Well, it's not like the hit or anything. So, but everybody was, I'd say 20 times.
Yeah.
Like all the comments and everything were like so
I thought it
nice.
20 times better than you thought they were going to be?
Yeah, it was like half and half. Like
Yeah.
the people that like our older music that is like louder and more aggressive, I thought those people might not like the song, but for the most part, it's all good.
Yeah, I saw a lot of good positive things. Definitely check that out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Also, you have a website. What's your website? I always like to get that in, and so everyone.
It's just theband.com, forbiddinglinks.com.
The band. What is it?
Sorry, just our band name.com.
Okay, ourbandname.com. All right, great.
Confusing.
So one last question I have for you that I ask all my interviewees: what is something about yourself and maybe your daily life or something of that nature that your fans might not know, that might be surprised to know? Maybe a pet or a hobby or something crazy that you do that you know people might not know.
I'm scared.
I'm really big into rollerblading.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's true.
That's cool. You know, they just opened up a new roller rink here in Prospect Park in Brooklyn.
Oh, really?
That in the wintertime it's an ice skating rink, and then in the summertime they get all the ice off, and underneath they have roller skating. And Monday nights I think is like 70s roller skates, only roller skates, no roller blading.
I should have brought my blade.
As a blader, you should have brought your blades.
Yeah, we didn't have as much room this time, so I couldn't bring them.
Couldn't bring too much stuff, yeah.
Dang, it's the best way to get around the city, though.
It is, it definitely is. 2 wheels, or at least 2 wheels, if not more.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
I mean, something that I feel like everybody knows everything about me.
You're an open
Even
book.
things I didn't know that they would know. I think one thing is that I am pretty addicted to dark chocolate.
Good call.
Cabinet at home. It's like every night after dinner or whatever, I like open up the cabinet and have all these unfinished chocolates that I like choose which one I'm gonna nibble on.
A little nibble of each one. Don't go too crazy.
Which sounds silly as I'm saying it, but
but hey, you know what? You gotta be you.
Yeah. And when we were like recording, everybody was like asking runners, were like, "What do you want?" And that's like all I asked for every day.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah.
At the 7-Eleven.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Best dark chocolate you can get at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Which isn't the best.
No.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you sitting down and talking to us. And we look forward to seeing you out on the road, supporting your new album. We'll be checking out your website for details of upcoming shows. And we'll talk to you soon.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thanks.